Here's a typical Jimmy Houston for you. I'll never forget it. You're sitting there on the stage, talking and not missing a beat, and he keeps looking down kind of between his legs, and finally I'm like, what's he doing? He has his cell phone right down here under his legs. He's watching the Oklahoma football game while he's doing this event.
I was.
That's Jimmy Houston. Only he
right.
could pull something like that off.
I got Jimmy tying on a crankbait back there, and I'm catching fish.
Yeah, you did that to me last time too.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm fishing with my buddy Jimmy Sykes, longtime buddy of mine. He's got Spiritual Outdoor Adventures television show, great hunting and fishing show. I mean, tremendous hunter. And we decided that we'd try to do a little fishing, do a little fishing show together. We've fished together years ago, but it's been a long while. I don't know, how long's it been, Jimmy, since we fished together?
You know what, I think it's been 10 years.
10 years,
yeah.
Holy cow, are
We've
you
done
serious?
some speaking together. I remember going to Kankakee, Illinois, and we did a fundraiser, and they put us on the stage on 2 stools and said, talk for 40 minutes.
Yeah, and we did.
We did, and I
brought finally
some
they said, y'all been going an hour, will you shut up?
You know what's really funny, though, is I remember you're sitting there, and here's a typical Jimmy Houston for you right here. I'll never forget it. You're sitting there on the stage, talking and not missing a beat, and he keeps looking down kind of between his legs, and finally I'm like, what's he doing? He has his cell phone right down here under his legs. He's watching the Oklahoma football game while he's doing this event.
I was.
That's Jimmy Houston. Only he
right.
could pull something like that off.
You're right.
And then he gets me out here and says, hey, you don't need that bait you have on. You need to tie on one of these. So he catches a fish while he's got me tying on a bait that he says I shouldn't be using.
You don't get that thing tied on, we'll catch another one.
You know what? It's okay. I'm going to do whatever he says.
I got one. You got a fish on or not? I got mine.
I did not get mine.
Mine's not very big. I thought when you said 4 pounds, you must be talking about yours. You weren't talking about mine.
Yeah, this is a pretty good fish.
This one's hooked outside the mouth. That's why he was pulling real good. Boy, he's healthy though.
There'll be one by that grass right
Pretty
there.
nice for a summertime bass. Jimmy and I've got a kind of an unusual situation out here. We got a really strong north wind blowing, but the reason it's unusual is that it's the middle of July.
Yeah.
It's been over 100 degrees for several days in a row, with heat indexes up 110, 112, and this is a cold front. I mean a cold front, and we got a strong north wind blowing. It's going to get down to about 60 degrees tonight. And you know, that's not cold, but by golly, that's pretty chilly for the middle of July. But the good thing is that it's nice and cool out here. It's about 80 something. And that wind, even though it's blowing out of the north, it doesn't really affect the bass as much in July as it does other times of the year. You did in the springtime, you have a north wind, it really, really makes a difference. But I don't know if it's welcome to the fish when they get a north wind, but it doesn't seem to much bother the way they bite. They seem to bite just as well under a north wind as they do a south wind if you're talking about July and August fishing.
He's on it.
Hey, another one got it. Throw right here. Throw right
There's
here.
a fish.
School right here, out in front of this
Come on,
tree.
buddy.
There's a school out in front of that tree. Look at there, dubs right there.
Got a double.
Yeah, that's not a bad fish right there.
I'll take that dude any day
right,
of the week.
right out in front of that tree is a whole school of fish.
There. Now, to not get that treble hook in here, there you go.
Just got to be careful.
Yep.
With all those trebles.
Thank you.
You got to be careful. That's just all there is to it.
Yep, that would not be fun.
However, I do know a painless hook technique where I can take it right out of you and you won't feel anything. How many hooks up there? You should get another or two back there because there's a school right out in front of that tree.
All right.
One of the problems when you get into a school of fish, boy, it's a nice fish right there. There's a chunk. When you get into these fish in the summertime like this, is you get a school like we just run into there. We'd gone quite a little ways there without catching a fish. You get into a school of fish and they follow it out to the boat.
Yeah.
And once they see the boat, then they get scared and
right.
And you can't. They run off. You can't get them to bite again for a while. We can come back later in the day and catch them out of that tree. Tiny guy. The bluegill.
Look at that.
The bluegill.
Woo, that's some of my favorite eating right there.
Hey, now here's the deal right here. Here's the bait that I'm using. This is a Lucky Strike deep smoothie. It's my favorite crankbait. I mean, it's absolutely the greatest crankbait in the world. Now you look right here. Look at this right here. This bait is called, I think it's called a phantom bluegill or a ghost bluegill. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's a bluegill color. But it's not your normal bright bluegill color with bright oranges and greens and blues. You see how subdued those colors are? They're just like that. Is that amazing? Look at that, how good that is. And that's the reason. And in summertime, of course, the main food for bass in the summertime is shad. There's no doubt about that. And that's what these fish are eating mostly too. Look at here. But
you got a crappie?
Here. It's a crappie.
Oh my.
Okay, I've caught my last 3 fish have been 3 different species on that little deep smoothie. That bait runs so good. It's absolutely amazing. This is my favorite size too, the small one. They make a shallow smoothie, and I've caught jillions of fish on that. It's a nice little crappie, just perfect for eating. About 11 inches long. All right, I've caught a bass, a bluegill, and a crappie. Okay, Mr. Catfish, come on.
Yeah, I didn't miss him that time.
You missed one and come and say, that crappie also? That's a crappie also.
Look at that crappie right there.
It's still not big ones.
Oh, man, you talk about good to eat.
Just perfect eating size, yeah.
Good gracious sakes alive.
That's not a big one, but it's just perfect eating size.
Yeah, that's beautiful right there, man. Beautiful. All right.
Table fare crappie right there. I wonder why they're in there in that school of bass.
I'm wondering the same thing.
There must be some shad or something in there that they're feeding on right there around that tree. Must be a big school of shad right there. Well, we hadn't caught any more bass since the bass came up.
Man, that's kind of like when I'm turkey hunting. If I find morel mushrooms, I quit turkey hunting.
Everybody does.
Get me on a bed of crappie. Whoo! Yeah. Forget the bass. Because I'm bringing home food for Mama.
Here's a fish. Ooh, nice fish.
There you go.
Nice fish, good fish. Way out on that point. If you fish nothing else, if you know nothing else about bass fishing, go bass fishing for the first time in your life, go fish on a point. And then if you don't catch one on that point, go find another point, and another point, and another point. Ooh, that's a nice fish.
And if you have a guy that just keeps on and keeps on and keeps on and keeps on hammering fish, then do this.
I took him to the front of my boat.
Just get up here and while he's fighting, he's lost his trolling motor. I'm taking over. This is ridiculous.
Here, that's already got one on it. Here,
I'm not reeling your fish.
I'm
not going to kiss your bass either.
It's already got one on it. Here, take this.
Don't you even tell me to kiss your bass, because I won't do it.
Oh, that's a nice one. He took over my trolling motor.
Yeah, you're going to get foul hooked now.
Don't you hook me. Don't you hook me.
Either you've been living really good or I've been living bad. I don't know what's going on right now. Now I know how Hank felt when I took him behind the woodshed.
You want me to give you the answer?
My goodness.
I tell you what, we've had a really good day. That's a big, nice fish right there. It's pretty typical of a summertime fish, not real fat, but we caught some today that are really, really fat. It just kind of depends on how well they've been eaten. That's what it amounts to, but that's a really nice fish right there.
Oh, I was going to put him on my rod and act like I caught one.
I tried to give you my rod and reel. And we've had a good day. I've totally lost control of everything. I've lost control of my show. I've lost control of my...
And he's caught another fish while
I've lost control of my...
Are you serious?
Oh, Jimmy, I got one of your size. I better get him off of there.
Oh,
I've lost control of everything.
I have no pride left.
Lost control of everything. I do not have my trolling motor. I do not have my boat. I've lost a $100,000 boat here. And... all I'm doing is just standing here, chunking and whining.